can snap your fingers and it can all be over with. You don't have, and he just looked at him gangster and was like, I resist you. And you know what it was? You don't know if it was his ego, because that's a human side. We don't know, right? We have to stay open-minded, right? So he goes and he's walking and he knows that his purpose is so much more. His purpose is so much more than just what we could even imagine. And his own mother, who loved him dearly, even when she wasn't there, though Jesus was such a gangster. His apostles were like, hey, where's your mom? He said, you're my mom, you're my brother, you're whoever follows me, whoever I follow. See, he didn't believe in the slave shit. He washed their feet. That's how humble he was. And he walked, and Pontius Pilate's wife had a dream, a vision of a man, this God that was sent from God, that was Jesus, healing. He said, please don't kill this man. You're killing a man who's done nothing wrong. But because the Pharisees wanted him dead, because God forbid anybody making miracles, making magic happen, making whatever, God forbid that happen. He has to die. And you know what Pontius Pilate said when they first came? He said, oh, no, just let him be. He hasn't done anything. Let him be. Oh, well, he yelled and screamed at the temple. Yeah, they were selling. They were stealing at his church. They were gambling at his church. Yeah, he flipped the table. He didn't care. And finally, because of everybody wants to follow the power, follow the bullshit, he said, but your ranking, you won't look like a king. If you don't do something, you won't look like a king. He's battling with his marriage because his wife's begging him not to kill this man. Because she had a vision. That's how deep the story is. Not to kill this man. And yet, he's going, man, but the people, I'm so worried about being this high and mighty king. Oh, I want the clout. I want to be an influence. I want to chase the clout and the fame. But my wife's crying because she knows this man is a mighty man of God and does not deserve to die. And so, bam, they bring him. They bring him to Pontius Pilate, right? And he don't want to do it. He can tell. He even goes to the jail cell. He says, man, why are you doing this? Just say you're not. Say you're not the Son of God. Just say it. Just say, man, this could be done. Jesus said, nothing. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Like, he just came back with just these gangster sayings that didn't cause hate. It was nothing but love, but it was real. And so Pontius Pilate looked cool. It was like, hey, go get that, the barbed wire whips and go with him. Just go lash him. That should be enough. Enough, man. He's getting whooped already in that jail. Boom, boom, taking the beatings for our sins. Because he had to come down for the bullshit we do, and we did. And he said, and then Pontius Pilate's like, that should be enough. I don't want to kill this man. I don't want to do it. He was so, he felt him. And he felt like, oh my gosh, the people, this man, all these things. But everything has a plan, a purpose, right? So they bring Jesus out. And all these high and mighty priests, these kings of the Jews who didn't understand, were going, and there was a guy named Bartimaeus, I think his name, Barabbas, I'm saying it wrong, and Dismas. No, I'm sorry, Bartholomew, I think it is. Okay, so they have him up and they have Jesus up. And Pontius is like, look, I can't do this. I wash my hands. This man hasn't done it. He washes his hands, and they're going crazy. No, I'm gonna let the whatever. Okay, you decide. I'll let the crowd decide. It's either Jesus or the one that killed many people and stole and was a serial killer. Which one do you want to be set free? Do you know how much control the priests had? How much control they said, I want Jesus to die. Just imagine that crowd and his loyal disciples, right? Now they're hunting for them. And he told Peter, he was so gangster, boy. He told Peter at the Last Supper, he said, I know you love me, but by when the rooster crows, you will have denied me 3 times. Peter, oh no, but he told Peter, you will be the rock of my church. You will build a church. No, not I. I'm not going to deny you ever, Jesus, ever. Well, guess what he did? They came up to him. Hey, aren't you Jesus' apostle? Who, me? No, Hey, aren't you Jesus' apostle? Mm-mm. Hey, aren't you Jesus' apostle? No. And then it dawned on him, right? He was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I done? Judas already hung himself, killed himself because he realized what he did, because Jesus said it would be best if you weren't even born for what you've done. But he still loved Judas. Still said it was his best friend. It was a purpose and a plan. So they picked, I think it's Bartholomew. Like I said, the word, I don't know his name. Can't remember. I don't have a Bible in front of me. And they said, and I just have to just envision that man, that he said, they picked this man who murdered, whatever, and they let him go. They picked Jesus. Now, a cross, right? Just think of a big old, 12-foot piece of wood, like a tree, a heavy tree. And that's just vertically that Jesus had to carry. And then think of another one going horizontally. They nailed it on, and as they're whipping him, and then they go, you want to be the king of Jews? You want to be the king of Jews? They had a nailed a crown, okay, of thorns. And they put it on his head. He was bleeding. And he didn't say one thing. He didn't talk shit. He did nothing. And guess who was rocking with him? Mary Magdalene, his mother, the other apostles walking and walking and walking. And I think a guy named Cyrus or something, because they were beating him so much. He was so thirsty, and they were just whipping him, spitting at him and beating him. He was taking all of that for us. And he couldn't even walk. They said, get up, you whatever, get up. You walk to the cross, because he knows once he's going to be hanging, right? And they noticed, they said, he can't carry. His mother goes, he can't, that's my son. He can't walk anymore. Don't do that. Don't you have any pity, compassion? So he chose somebody out of the crowd, one of the soldiers. Hey, help him. And the man looked at Jesus probably like, man, I know this is the Son of God. Probably felt his blood and probably got healed. Who knows? And walked with Jesus and helped him with that cross and his mother. And they finally get to the part where they have to hang him. They used 3 nails. 3. Think of that, hanging with your wrists hanging and your ankles. Think of that body weight hanging with nails. He was crying tears of blood, they said. And he says, Father, and they're yelling at him. They're calling him names. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And there was a gangster dude next to him. They dismissed. And he said, oh my God, I know you're the Son of God. I know you're the Son of God. I believe in you so much. Please save me. Forgive me for my sins. He said, surely by your faith, you will sit at the right hand of the Father. And the other guy mocked him, and a crow came and took his eyes out. He says to his mother, he says, Mom, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty, Mom. And his mother didn't care. His mother went, all they would give him, let him have, was vinegar. Do you know how vinegar tastes? It's very bitter. It burns your throat. It doesn't satisfy your thirst. And she gave it to him, because that's all she could do. And he sat, laid up there night and day for 3 long days, hanging and bleeding. Finally, his last breath, he looks at up at the sky, Abba, Abba, Father, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. It is finished. It is finished. He knew. And as soon as that happened, everything he said, the whole earth, they said, he bled tears, and it was like a tsunami, and an earthquake went boom, and it opened up, and he broke those temples. He said, surely by whatever day, this temple will be destroyed, and it'll be raised up again, and it was. Everything he said came to life. So then they were so annoyed at that other dude, I forget the other king's name. They were like, make sure you have guards watching him, because they could steal the body. They could say he, steal the bones, or they could do or the knights could make a lie or try to test you. Just stay there. Third day, all the apostles or where they're at, whatever, 3 to 4 women. I think it was Susan, Mary Magdalene, and Martha, Mary, his mother, waiting. They see this white man in a white robe. I mean, when Jesus, they said, who are you looking for? They said, Jesus. Where's Jesus? Where's the bones? Jesus is gone. He resurrected. You'll find him at wherever. I forget the place. I don't have the Bible in front of me. But and then he showed up. And he looked like you and I. You could touch him. Except he had his sores where they wanted to make sure he was dead. They call that the spear of destiny, where they punched his rib and water like you had never seen, and blood came out. And he came and he gave us the Holy Spirit, and he taught us miracles, and he said, you can do it all like I did. Oh, just carry your cross and follow me. Just don't do what you used to do. Change, man. Love the wicked. Love. Stop condemning my brothers and sisters. Do something different. And boy, was that place shaking. All right. I don't know what made me talk about that right now. I just got.